Got my bearings for the USA-1. I gotta clean the gearboxes first though, because they're quite a mess. Very ugly, dirty, greasy crap on there. I've already put the gearboxes in the dishwasher. That's right, in the dishwasher. You take off the most crap as you can, and then you stuff them in the dishwasher. Make sure there's nothing else in there. Make sure the wife's okay with it too. But yeah, I put them in the dishwasher, and let's go get them. Did they come clean? Well, that looks pretty clean. Yep. A little bit of grease left in this one. Not a big deal. And for some reason, I forgot a shaft and a bearing in there. Well, that came nice and clean as well. But there's two missing. So I'm guessing they're probably in here. It's probably a good idea not to put tiny things in there. You know, like things like this small, I wouldn't suggest putting it in the dishwasher. Here's the gearboxes. Nice and clean. Now I gotta clean these guys. Let me show you how I do it. So as you can see, not a big mystery. Just a bit of dish soap, toothbrush, and most of it comes off pretty easy. Bit of the thing I'm taking care of right now is taking care of some of the play in the suspension shafts. So if I go like this, there's a lot of movement in it. I mean, you might not be able to see it on camera, but I can feel it. It doesn't look like a lot here, but when you bring it out to the end of the shaft, it translates to quite a bit of movement, because you know, the distance obviously makes the play a lot worse. So what I'm doing is I'm putting the shafts in like so. I put a bit of oil on the shafts themselves. Let the oil make its way around the shaft. Maybe rotate the shaft a few times. And then I take putty epoxy. Cut a piece off. Now I've tried other putties, now I've tried liquid epoxy, which I have here. It sticks quite well. The problem is it's very, very liquidy, and it really gets into all the corners. So this is the best bet. It really stays where you put it. It's a bit messy for your fingers, but once you got it all mixed up. It takes a while to set. It's about 3 hours or so. But like I said, you could really push it into the grooves in that and it will stay there. So let's take a piece, pretty much mixed it. Mix it all up until the color is uniform. So stick it in the holes over here. I don't know if you've seen what the USA-1 gearbox looks like, but the shaft, you can see the shaft from the inside of the gearbox, so I can actually fill in the holes once the shaft is installed, and by doing so I am getting rid of the play. So it's quite a bit there. Take some of that out, put it over here. This one's a bit harder to do than the other one because it's a bit deeper. Get that into the hole as much as possible. Okay, now that that's in there, all we do is let it dry. Like I said, it takes a few hours for it to actually cure, but the end result is pretty cool. You can actually make pieces with this. I had done a little test before to see, you know, if the shaft would stick to it with the oil in that, but it doesn't. So that's pretty cool. So I actually made a piece. So you can sort of actually mold pieces with this if you really wanted to. You can sand it and drill it afterwards as well. So it's pretty cool stuff to work with. It's just a bit messy. So once you've done that, take your knife, clean off the excess, like so. Okay, so these are pretty much dry enough to work on. Just going to pull out this thing. Oh, that's beautiful. You guys can't see it, but I'm going to take some close-up shots. That's really cool. So this one here. That's perfect. And for a big truck, This actually has very small bearings. Before I put that on. And that goes there. There with the planetary gears. Stick them on. Now I use 500 K weight oil. What this does is it tightens up the diff. It's not locked, but it's nice and hard to turn, giving you more grip, but letting it also rotate under heavier loads. So now this may look like grease, but it's actually oil. So this, I believe, is the Law Z 500K weight oil. Now, if this was a sealed diff, I would have filled it with this stuff, but I can't do this in this case. So just make sure not to get any of this stuff on your normal gears, because it'll cause some unnecessary strain, and just make it harder for you to drive the car, if you will. Alright, you can see how hard that is to turn, actually. It's very sticky. Oh, it's very sticky oil, so try not to get any everywhere. Alright. Now I know a lot of people really stuff their gearboxes with grease, but it's really pointless, because whatever is not needed on the gears is just going to fly right off and end up inside your gearbox not being used. So whatever's not on your gears is useless. See what I have here is plenty of grease. So there we go, 2 gearboxes built. Guess we can put a couple of things together and put the chassis on it.